also kind of feel like for someone who collects handbags, a lot of the time we don't know what our end goal is either. Are we trying to collect all the bags in the world here? Are we trying to curate the perfect versatile collection? Or are we just trying to create a beautiful bag display? Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. Thanks so much guys for helping me get to 7,000 subscribers. It is really motivating for me. I have a day off today, so I decided to make a video, and well, I just was like talking to myself in my own head about some comments I had the other day. And oh guys, I absolutely love all your comments. They definitely inspire me to create videos because it makes me ask myself questions and think of new topics. I recently made a video about Linda Evangelista and Kate Moss's Birkin bags and how they use them so carefreely, and they just seem like, you know, they use them just like everyday bags like you're supposed to. But I realized that a lot of people on YouTube, including myself, don't really use their bags in such a fuss-free manner. You know, I like to put twillies on my bags and put them on a pedestal almost, whereas they just really use them as just any old bag really. So I had a comment on this video saying because they can really afford those bags, not buy for content and resale. So Amira commented this, kind of shouted it at me, but you know, I just said thanks for watching. And then they said, you know, they enjoyed the content and that's just their opinion. Actually guys, you'd be surprised. So I think, I don't know guys, I notice a lot of people on the internet kind of bashing other people because of how they buy things or what they should buy, what they shouldn't buy. And I think people sometimes subconsciously or they consciously might judge me because I don't seem like someone who is super rich, yet I buy bags that are for rich people. And that's just because I really like the bags, have a job, and I work really hard, so that's what I like to spend my money on. And yes, I do sell my bags, but that's because sometimes I see a nicer bag come along and then I decide to sell it. And I think some people judge me for that because if I was truly a rich person, I wouldn't be doing this. Times have changed now and bags are kind of seen as more of like collecting bags is more like a hobby or just something that you're passionate about. I've compared it before to, you know, collecting toys or really anything, sports memorabilia. There are so many Facebook groups that have niches like I used to be a part of this Lisa Frank buy swap sell group where people would collect 90s Lisa Frank stationery and people would sell things that they found on eBay and trade. And I mean, Pokemon cards is another thing. One of my friends used to collect pop vinyls and they would buy and sell them to his friends overseas that might be collecting stuff like that. So handbags have definitely fallen into that market where you can kind of buy and sell them, and it's starting to become a little bit more mainstream. And I think I do that with handbags only because I've done that before in the past with other collectibles, and that's the way I like to purchase handbags. I enjoy the collectability aspect of it. I enjoy finding gems, and sometimes I'm having a bad day guys and I might just be naughty and buy a handbag when maybe I wasn't supposed to, and then I might regret it later and sell it. Yeah, I guess I do get judged for that, but I think it's actually more common than you think that a lot of people are doing this. People who buy handbags for views on YouTube, well, yeah, I mean, if there are people who are buying bags for views on YouTube, guys, that is a very expensive way to earn money on YouTube. I don't think you will be making your money back in views, or like I don't see, or like that would be a very hard way to make money, to buy a Birkin and then try and earn that much back off a video. I mean, if you're a really big YouTuber, maybe you would do that. I obviously buy bags because I'm really obsessed with them. I will say though that having a YouTube channel definitely enables me to buy bags more, because there are sometimes times where like I might, you know, look at a bag and think that would make a really cool video, but I don't necessarily buy the best bags to get the best views. Like recently I unboxed this little clutch here. I don't think this is a bag that's necessarily going to get a lot of clicks, but it's something that I really liked because I'm really into Hermes at the moment, and it's something that I kind of wanted. I wanted a clutch bag in my collection, so yeah, I mean, if you do buy bags for views, then I think that's fine. I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, you just do whatever you want with your own money, but yeah, I just don't like it when people judge people for doing so, because so many other people do that with other things, like other collectibles, or they might buy a whole lot of Pokemon cards and unbox them on their channel, and yeah, they do make a lot of money from those unboxings. So if there are people who want to do that with handbags, I think that's really cool, actually. Not that I do that, because that's a very expensive way to try and make money. I don't, honestly guys, I think the handbag community is very niche. It's nothing like the gaming community on YouTube, or if you want to make money on YouTube, guys, maybe talk about money, I don't know, finance. Handbags is it's actually very niche, and there's only so much you can do with it. I've noticed recently with the handbags, a lot of people judge people for not really wearing their handbags. Actually, Hello Catwalk City, I watched her Instagram this morning, and she posted a little reel of her, like someone saying, oh, you can't possibly wear all those handbags, and then she posted little selfies of her wearing them all. I thought that was really cute. But guys, if you are someone who literally just buys bags and you never wear them, I don't think that's necessarily anything to be ashamed about either, even though people judge you for doing that. There are so many people who will buy or collect things and just keep them on their shelf, like, I don't know, Barbie dolls. Like, I know handbags are so expensive, guys, but even like jewels and stuff, people just collect them and display them. Bags can sometimes go into that same category. I mean, as I said, I used to be a part of that Lisa Frank stationery group where people would collect 90s stationery, and they found it very nostalgic, and it was extremely niche, but people would take photos of their whole stationery collection on their shelf, and they would get so much satisfaction out of seeing the whole collection. And people definitely collect bags just to have a display. People will yeah, whether it's to flex on Instagram, to show off to their friends that they have the latest Chanel bag, the latest heart bag, like these are very photogenic bags that sometimes people just buy because they love them and they love to look at them. And if that's what they want to do, well, I think that's what they want to do. We shouldn't really judge them for that. A lot of people are surprised that people do that with handbags, but it's actually more common than you think. And I think that's actually why Chanel can get away with so many quality issues, is because a lot of people just keep their bags on their shelf and they don't really even use them, and they don't notice that their bag is peeling or tarnishing, myself included. Like, I only recently noticed one of my Chanel bags was tarnishing because I wasn't using it. I just kept it on my shelf. Hermes bags I've used, and they're very hearty. I mean, you see vintage Hermes bags from like the 70s that still look amazing. I think they hold up really well long term, but there are a lot of bags that people buy just for their bag shelfie. And yeah, I kind of get that. I can kind of relate to that as well. And I don't think you should be embarrassed if you are someone who does do that. And there are people who buy bags with resale value in mind as well. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. Like, as I said, people collect things because sometimes they do go up in value and they get a lot of satisfaction knowing that their collection is going up in value. It doesn't necessarily mean that they plan to sell it. I recently watched a Vogue video of a man who collects John Galliano era fashion, and he's just obsessed with it. He has a whole house full of John Galliano dresses and coats. And he said that because he's collected it for so long, he estimated that his collection has gone up significantly, maybe triple in value. And I guess probably he finds satisfaction out of knowing that. And there are a lot of people who do collect things who are obsessed with these things. And because they are obsessed with it, they have an eye and they can find things for really great prices, and they get a thrill out of that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. He said that he doesn't want to sell his collection. He doesn't really know what his end goal is either, which is kind of scary. And I also kind of feel like for someone who collects handbags, a lot of the time we don't know what our end goal is either. Are we trying to collect all the bags in the world here? Are we trying to curate the perfect versatile collection? Or are we just trying to create a beautiful bag display? Sometimes I ask myself these questions. Am I just trying to collect every Hermes bag ever, like every style? Am I just trying to collect every color? Why am I doing this? And I think sometimes it's just the thrill of the chase, the passion, the curiosity to know what the bag is like. And probably if I had all the money in the world, I would just go out and buy as many bags as I could. And it would probably be a problem because I would have, would have to have more storage, and you have to think about theft, and there's a whole lot of stress that comes with that as well. So I guess people collect bags out of passion, out of or they might just be like Linda Evangelista and get gifted things and just wear them to the ground. Like, there are whole sorts of reasons why people have designer bags. Like, it could be an escape thing, it could be anything. But the only thing I can say is I think YouTube for most people is an escape, and we shouldn't criticize people too much, because sometimes when you criticize someone, it really doesn't make it fun anymore. It doesn't make it pleasant for people watching either. It comes into like a kind of more competitive or nasty situation where you're talking about other people. I know people are constantly talking about other YouTubers, and sometimes YouTubers can benefit from that because they kind of become like a bit of a celebrity that people are talking about, and then people are curious and look at their channel. But I don't necessarily enjoy people judging me in a negative way, but it does make me analyze where people are coming from and how people perceive other people. And I think we should just be nice to each other and enjoy each other's obsessions with handbags. It's really an innocent thing. It's nothing that we need to shout at each other about or be angry at each other about. We all know that we're not perfect. Some of us are a little bit crazy. Maybe some of us do have mental health issues, and I don't think that you should shame people for that. It is actually more common than you think. So yeah, anyways, that's, I don't know where that video was really going, but there was just a lot of thoughts in my head that I had to talk about, and so I thought, why not make a video? I think I've been talking for quite some time now, so thanks for watching, and I guess I'll talk to you on my next one. Bye!